Yeah, good morning everybody. Today we are on another adventure with our friends Chris and B that we met in the MDC paddock at the Big Red Bash. We're going down to their property called Dora.
Creek Station.
Dora Creek Station is the proper name, I suppose, yeah. So, yeah, we're just following. That's Chris in front.
I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Yep. No, it was arranged nicely.
It's just enough to settle the dust.
Yeah. So yeah, Dora Station has been in Bee's family on her dad's side for a lot of years, so we're going to learn a bit more about that when we get out here. She's going to tell us a few stories about what she knows. She's been trying to piece together information. She's been getting bits and pieces from other family members and her own research, so it's all she's not sure if it's all 100% accurate. It's just the only information she can get. So there's an old remnants of an old homestead out there we're going to have a look for, and there's apparently a grave and a stone
hedge.
Yeah, so
Man-made, like back in the 1800s.
yeah, so there's a lot of history out here for her, so we're going to go on a bit of an adventure in Chris's old ute up there so we don't wreck our lovely cars. Because yeah, a lot of it is just bush tracks, some of it's not even cleared, so we're going to have a bit of fun getting a few places, I think. Yeah, it should be good, a bit of fun. So we're just driving through another property, I won't say the name, to get to Dora Station. So the gate has like 3 or 4 different locks on it for different owners. So they all have access. We're just coming down into a little creek crossing. They lied, they said dry, dusty Dora.
Well, technically this isn't theirs.
No. Cute little creek. Continuing our adventure through some beautiful looking cattle here. Not theirs, this is a different property. But, yeah, Bea was just saying, oh look at those little calfies, they're so cute. That billabong there is really pretty when it flowers in the wet. Get some lily pads and that on there. Yeah, hello mama cows, you're doing a good job.
It's a brand new day, hey. Wake up every morning and say it's a brand new day, hey. Take a good day, make it great, okay. Cause if you got some lemons, make some lemonade, yeah. Chase those clouds away. It's a brand new day, hey. It's a brand new day, it's a brand new day, okay, okay. My whole life got them hand-me-downs, but what that meant was I had my family round. And sometimes I can't help but frown. Then I remember what I meant for. It's so simple, I just say, gotta just celebrate. It's gonna be a-okay. Life's too short to waste away. One step at a time's all it takes, okay. It's a brand new day, hey. Wake up every morning and say it's a brand new day, hey. Take a good day, make it great, okay. Cause if you got some lemons, make some lemonade, yeah. Chase those clouds away. It's a brand new day, hey. It's a brand new day, it's a brand new day. I'm acting brand new, you can tell that bad news. It can go in van moves, I'ma be like I chew. I'm allergic to a bad mood, ayy. Okay, let me ask you, if you got a smile on your face, raise your hands up.
The little Mitchell.
There you go, about to cross the little Mitchell.
Spins me out because it flows the wrong way, I reckon. I don't know why. I just reckon it does.
moved over for us so we
You
can.
can hang up on another look if you... the kookaburras are saying welcome.
Yeah, it's nice. Look at this. We have made it to Dora Creek Station. Awesome.
It's part of the National Horse Trail.
Oh, there you go. I don't think they mentioned that. Anyway, I'll go get the gate.
You get the gate.
Oh, look at that.
Probably be 150 years old, I reckon. Plenty of piggies under there when they're dropping mangoes.
Oh, I bet. Rolly used to feed mangoes to his pigs and they'd be fermented and they'd get drunk. Beautiful tree.
Pickled pork.
A little creek down there. So is we actually on? Is that what it says on camera now?
Don't know.
Dora Creek. Yeah. So there's Dora Creek to the right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's a bit washed out down there.
That's good wood.
To the right there is next break's job. This is the dam that Chris built.
Another big old tree down to your right in the creek there too. Is that not your tree?
Yep, that's her. Really see it like in the landscape, like how opened up it is.
Yeah, Rolly will have to come and stand out in an opening and try and send the drone up without hitting a tree, hopefully. We'll be able to get an aerial view for you.
That'd be awesome. I like these big trees on the left there in the billabong.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Camp. Did I get a powered site?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
What number am I on?
Just make sure you're not under a tree so your solar panels work.
Right, oh, okay, that's how it works. And water's back at the lagoon back there, right? You just bucket it up?
Yeah, yeah. If you fucking game. I'll just let it go.
They supply firewood though, that's
jump
cool.
in. We'll go over there because we won't unhitch. No, if you go there, you can unhitch and like, get the car out real easy.
Come around that way, though.
Yeah, well, probably like...
Sort out where we're setting up. We'll get set up. Freckle must be crying. We'll get set up and yeah, go for a bit of a walk and a look around. It's a great spot. I'm loving it so far. Yeah, it's good. We've got mountain views. We've got trees and water and maybe some pigs. And what campsite comes with its own shooting range? The shooting range straight up here. Look at that. Right, I better set up or I'll get the second. There you go, all set up.
Thanks for putting the sign back up.
What do we reckon? Good spot?
Yeah.
All set up.
More, yeah.
It's not, and it's not, you know, you can see it's not cut off.
Yeah, they're all definitely.
But like,
Dumb.
what
What an
kind of
outlook,
timber-
look at that.
But see, in
So
the
pretty.
like
Come here.
this would be
Old bougainvillea over there. These
Yeah,
are all the old
yeah,
house stumps,
yeah.
original house
That's
stumps
why
from
it's
the
up
old
here and
homestead.
up on stumps a bit more.
Yeah. With the breeze too.
It'd be really cool to get a metal detector through here.
Yeah, we found lots of shells.
Yeah,
Because once we whippersnipped it all and cleaned it up,
yeah.
and then Chris ran around, but that's all we found. So,
Yeah, the biggest thing I discovered with a metal detector.
don't wear
Don't wear
steel
steel
cap
caps.
boots. So what happened was when Dad was out here a lot, like they'd always, lot of prospectors come here, so it's been pretty flogged.
Yeah.
They used to burn it.
Yeah, they'd always light it up
yeah.
on him because it's easier to prospect. But you know, I'd love to know what timber this is because what did we say last night? 150 years old.
Yeah, and it's
and
still
how many bushfires have been through?
Still
every year
standing.
there's a bushfire here.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Probably looking at them, you know, probably should spray them or something. But you know, you don't want to. Like this one here, the stump's not even really there anymore, is it? But the termite nest is.
It's really pretty.
Up here, and then there's so much.
So Dora Creek Station, how long has it been in your family for? It's on your dad's side, right?
Yeah, Dad
Yeah.
bought it when he was 17.
Yep. 17, jeez.
So he was born in 19. He was born in he was a apprentice butcher.
Yeah.
So he didn't have much money,
Yep.
and he had to put it in his mum's name.
Yeah, oh, because he
old
wasn't
enough.
18. Or
Yeah.
was it 21 then? Or is it the same as
Yeah.
drinking sort of thing, an adult?
Yeah,
Or,
I don't know,
yeah.
but
Oh, here's a little box of goodies
pretty
here
sure
with
he
the info.
paid $7,000 for it.
$7
back
grand.
then.
That's not
Which would have been
true.
a lot of money back then on an apprentice butcher's wage.
Wow.
He was probably making $7 a week.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty average photo, but that's the
Yeah.
old homestead that we were having a look at. I think
Those
there
are the
might
stumps we showed you. Yeah.
be a better photo in this old. No, it's just the story of her in that one. Well, I've been trying to get together a bit of a timeline.
Because you're just piecing together info, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like other people know and stuff that you've been able to find yourself. There's not really any
Nah.
solid information.
So
out
that's
there.
how I got onto the Brumby Mare. I came across this little snippet, so I bought the book online so I'd get the full chapter.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I can
You're
read
doing
that
a bit
one
of
night. And then
detective work.
these guys did a trip up here,
Yep.
and I found that on the internet, so printed that out.
Cool.
Yeah. And I think
There's
they
a lot
talk
of,
about
Cobb Co history here, isn't there?
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
Cobb Co coaches used to come
it's
through.
the old
Yeah.
meets the bump road down to Port Douglas.
Yep.
So these guys are funny at the end. They're talking about come across the owner and he was burning the paddock, and I was like, that'd be Dad for
That'd
sure.
be Dad.
But yeah, a couple of books set up like because it's all the I think it's Thornborough goldfields are at the back, and that's why they had the Cobb Co coming through down to Port Douglas because Cairns didn't exist.
Yep.
So Port Douglas was the port.
So we're talking a long, long time ago. Yeah.
So pretty sure. So that's Sporia. They were the Aboriginal people that had this, and I think that's their grandson wrote a little book.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure. So these ones here. This is the story of my grandfather's half sister. So this lady, Honeyford, I think her name is. She wrote these two little stories. So that's probably where I've got the most information.
Isn't it lucky she did, hey?
Yeah.
Because it'd all just be lost. And
Yeah. So 1888, they selected a block of land on Dora Creek, which is
Wow.
this.
Yeah.
So they would have built that homestead around about that time. So
Yep,
those stumps
1888.
we're looking at, that's how old they are.
They don't make them like that no
150
more.
years, approximately. If you're good at
crazy.
maths. But yeah, we have a better look at that stuff later.
Yeah, cool. Well, we're going to go for a walk down to, sorry, what do you call your tree again?
Faraway
Your
tree.
faraway tree.
So I loved reading the Eden Blyton books when I was a kid,
Yeah.
and I just played in that tree. It was pretty boring for a kid out here.
Yeah.
And
Oh, but
climbed it and
you know,
played in it. And
if you've got this as your playground, you get a good imagination and
Yeah.
have a great time.
my
I
brother
loved
and
it.
sister are 10 years older than me too, so
Yeah.
it's like an only child,
Yep.
imaginary friends and
Yeah.
all that shit.
Right, we're going to go for a walk. Aren't we, Freckle? You coming?
Yeah.
You showing us the way?
Did you eat that kangaroo all gassed up?
Memo on the
Watermelon.
uniform for today, like
Yeah,
Watermelon Thursday.
watermelon wine.
Thursday. What do we say? It's windy. No, it's Thursday. Me too. Let's go to the pub.
So we're going for an adventure on Dusty Dora.
Dora the Explorer.
Dora the Explorers. Rolly with his backpack.
Keeping hydrated.
Here, the kookaburras. Freckle's having a ball because he's not on a lead.
Yeah.
So we're going down to have a look at the lagoon, and then you can see sort of this tree falling over in the distance. Is B's favourite tree that fell over in the last wet, which he's upset about, but it's actually not dead though, is it? You reckon it's still growing?
Like some of it's dead, but the new shoots.
Yeah.
Being a fig, they grow on nothing. Really.
Yeah.
She might live another day.
And Chris's security today.
We got to burn this.
Got the gun there in case we see a snake or a pig or something.
Yeah.
Oh, here's your tree. Yeah, they've just changed, like that one to that one to...
There's one up here I want to take down. I think it's unintroduced. It gets a big long bead on it. Seed pod, and you can look at it and you can feel it. It's just birds and stuff.
Whoop, there they are. Somewhere. Kookaburras. Oh God, she was a grand old lady, wasn't she?
Hey?
She was a grand old lady.
Yeah.
I don't think it takes too much to walk up against it.
No, it was, and
Look at that.
So, like, look at that shooting all up there, Mandy.
Yeah, she's going to come back. She just take on a bit of a different form now.
So the thing is, how do we get around it?
Yeah. Oh.
they must have washed down from.
Well, it's probably bloody.
What do you reckon, Freckle? Right? Can we get up there?
Shit's to like the other side from the. Oh, all these branches are still alive, eh?
Yeah.
So how old do you reckon this? Hey?
Grow another tree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parasites.
No,
I know, but something, yeah.
So they grow.
Yeah, it was like.
How are we going to get over it?
But no, this tree, like how old do you reckon?
It would be at least 150.
150
so
years old,
in
at
the
least,
paperwork
yeah.
that we were looking at,
Yeah.
the 2 fig trees marked the entrance to that farm.
Yeah. Yep.
And I reckon this is one of them.
Wow.
Maybe I'll go crawl under where Freckle went.
Yeah, we'll crawl
Because the
under
bark's a bit
over.
loose, so when you try and climb it, it gives a bit.
Oh. Got the good hiking boots on, I tell you. Oh, look at her, she's beautiful. How'd you go?
Yeah, no worries.
Oh.
That. You could go around the thingy too.
It's alright, we choose the hard way.
What? Oh, yeah. Let me off some.
Wow, look at that.
Something fucking yelling at me in there.
Something yelling at you.
Yeah.
Hold that for you.
What was it yelling like?
Oh, no, it was growling a bit like kangaroo.
Oh, okay.
Fucking something in there, but.
Well, this is get out of my house.
Why we're not coming back this way?
It's probably fair.
It starts recording with help. There's the other big fig. The pair to the one that fell down. And this is the entry to the farm.
Right. So, the story of Elizabeth Honeyford, who is... Cheryl Crosland wrote this in 2020, and Elizabeth Honeyford was her great-grandmother. So we heard about their early years, and now we get to the part where they've settled in Dora Creek. So some years later, when the children had left school, about 1888, William selected a block of land on Dora Creek.
Which is where we are now.
Looking
Dora
out
Creek.
where the homestead, everything.
Which is where we are now, out here.
It's one of the headwaters to the Mitchell River, and the spot he chose was at the foot of the Granite Ranges, where one of the old roads to the Hodgkinson crossed by the way of Dora Gap. So when we were driving out,
Yep.
you've got the Great Dividing Range there, and you can almost see Dora Gap where
Yeah.
it dips down,
Yeah.
you know, and they're not having to cross, you know, huge mountains. So William fenced his block, which is that probably those fences that we've seen along the
Yeah,
creek
those
bed
ones
today,
we saw today. I took photos of those.
and built the house where the homestead's right here,
Yep.
stump's still there, naming the section Oak Vine Farm. Elizabeth helped her husband to clear the land, and they grew the first maize for sale in North Queensland. This selection has long been abandoned, and all that remains are two huge weeping fig trees.
Oh,
Which one is
which one has
no
now
longer there?
fallen
Well,
over?
it's just
but
changed direction, hasn't
has.
it? Had a little sleep, lay down for a bit. It's tired. It was like 150 years ago, you know.
That was a long time.
I'd need to
It's time
lay
to have a
down
rest.
too.
But we found fig trees all along.
Yeah,
so she
I
spread her
reckon they
seeds. So
spread, yeah.
it's good to know.
So this mass of foliage is a monument to the pioneers. They were planted at gate posts no more than 100 years ago at the time of writing the article, took root and flourished. The gate led to the Wrights Creek Bank Garden, which is all of that area there. Their home was built near the road leading from Port Douglas to the Hodgkinson, where at one time 10,000 people carved out a living.
Oh, wow.
The Wrights' home was a resting place for many of the travellers who used the road. Where their home stood, there's now a huge mango tree still bearing fruit. So there's three, isn't there? So
Yeah, I wonder which one she's talking about.
Trek through the storm. So a little interesting story about Elizabeth. One time some travellers riding down from Thornborough brought a message to Elizabeth that she was needed as there was a woman about to give birth. It was the afternoon and Elizabeth's husband was miles away with the horse at the time. So she put shawl around her shoulders and set off walking the 35 miles, 56 k's over the huge rough granite ranges, accompanied by thunder and lightning during the night. So off over that way.
It's crazy, eh?
She next arrived in the morning, delivered the baby, read to the woman from the Bible. She was persuaded to stay a few days as her feet were sore, and one of the packers gave her a horse and saddle so she could return to the farm. In 1907, the Oaks Kidston Gold Rush broke out and Elizabeth wanted to go. She had bloody gold fever, eh? She was 68 years old. William was away with the horses. One of the packers who passed the farm told her it was 265 miles or 426 k's away, and that there was no direct road, only blazed trees following the dividing range, and one stretch of 90 miles, 144 k's without water. This made Elizabeth change her mind. I don't bloody blame her.
Good choice, Elizabeth.
About going to the gold rush. Even though she would have still had the will and the courage to face the obstacles. So there's a real rough picture of Elizabeth there in the homestead, but I've got a better one in that article.
There she is.
Yeah.
Tough woman. that
Yeah, they don't make them like that anymore.
one. No, they don't.
We just walked up this hill before.
Yeah,
and
I
was
know.
injured.
I was like, oh my god. The grass is spiky. It's so steep. Oh my god.
Alrighty, so this is...
We've got the old cattle yards in front of us here and the tank behind where they used to pump the water into. Is that to feed troughs or
Yeah.
troughs and stuff at the yards? Yeah. I might walk up in there. I'm going to walk up in there anyway. You guys don't have to. Wait. Nah. Go to Mum. Go to Mum. Go. Freckles in trouble. Don't want him to get a bait. Yeah, we've got the old yards here. And it's amazing to me how all these, like you see a lot of old yards around and they've just stood the test of times. Like this yard is probably like 150 years old and it's still here. We got something. I don't know what that is. There's something in that hole there. I'm just going to stay away from that. But yeah, all this metal here. Probably off an old tractor with the go of that seat. That looks like an old tractor seat. Yeah, all the old wire. Oh, unreal. It's all still here. Hang on, you need to say that again now.
Polypipe. I've cleaned up so much shit.
Historical polypipe. Yeah, these drums have been here for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, the mango
Top of that
tree.
green light on it. Yeah, it tells you dates it. Very old.
So this shit is the fucking shit, and we have never had this before, and now we've got this shit. What did you call it, Chris? What did your mate call it?
Reptile grass.
Yeah. It's fucking crap.
But shit eats it.
Oh, does it?
Got more posts here.
This stuff here,
Yeah.
nothing eats. So they'll eat the reptile grass and they'll eat these legumes.
Yeah, well, Dad, I'm pretty sure Dad introduced these legumes.
They'll burn it, the grass.
More old fence posts, part of the property. What are you doing, Freckle? Get back here.
Feed all the neighbours' cattle.
There's that camp back over there. Look at that. How straight were they? Oh, pretty good.
Yeah. No bloody laser levels or anything.
Fencing by eye.
Put your head between your legs, that's how you get a
But
straight
for
line.
how long they've been sitting here for, that's
know.
still a pretty bloody straight line.
Yeah.
Hey? Like, that's so cool.
You'd run some wire through that and it'd still work.
Yeah. Unreal.
Oh, sorry.
I know.
This is the kind of treatment you get when you come to Dora.
Yeah.
Look at this. Like starting, and bubbles.
This is our local butchery marshes. Been around, forever.
Good
so
stuff.
they did brine the brisket for us tonight, put it in specially in the special brine, so we'll see how it goes.
Nice.
Because you can't get corn brisket anymore because everyone wants to smoke it.
True, it's a bit of a phase right now, isn't it?
I know.
Are we ready for that magic sound?
Oh, now it's a party.
Cheers, mate.
Bubbles out here,
Hey?
that's amazing.
It's pretty shit here at Dusty Dora.
Yeah.
Like, fucking look at this.
Pretty shit spread on. Oh my god. So we are here. Sorry, buddy. We're here having our bubbles and nibbles. And here comes Daniel Easton. Oh my god. He's supposed to be at Monday. Something happened with his tickets. He couldn't go. So here he is. Oh my god, I can't believe this. This is. We're all good, Dad.
Yep.
So we're off adventuring on Dora today. We're all feeling well. Some of us.
Awesome.
Some of us.
Shit house.
I am feeling shit house today, and so is B. But it's all this bloke's fault.
Cheers.
So we're going. We're going to try and get up a track that hasn't been driven for a little while, so there may be some chainsawing and stuff like that involved. And we're going to go check out some other parts of the property that we haven't seen yet. So yeah, the humpy and the big mango tree on top of the hill, and see where we get to.
Villa.
The waterfront villa, yes.
Crackers in the front, nice and comfy.
We'll see how far we get before beast views. Hold on tighter. Lucky I never had my hand out the window.
You're right. Hey, right, keep going. Oh, you're going to get up it.
Rightio, so here we are at the Humpy. That's what you call the Humpy, don't you?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Chris's new pride and joy.
Back to the garage.
Tractor with slasher.
That's in their election stuff.
And she... I'll keep that out of the shot.
Being around that way. Yeah, mate. Used to live here, eh?
Bless me.
Satellite dish on the roof. So
You don't need much out of it.
And then here is the... I think this one is the poo with the view. The loo with the view, I should say. The drop dunny. There's some magazines there and everything, ready to go. And down to another nice little water hole. Please, watch out. How you travelling, doll?
good.
A nice little drive up the mountain. Didn't get a lot of footage because we were too busy hanging on. We were thinking of putting the drone up there, but it was pretty windy, so... Oh, jeez. Getting attacked. little grassy bit there, isn't it?
Splits.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at this going, this is what? It's
And it-
gone,
yeah, it
whether
is
it's here or
sandy.
somewhere else.
Creek splits, it could be... Is it marked at all?
But Terry's been past this. He also said the other day he reckons it's really shorts. Probably
Hold on to your beers.
That's courage.
Feet of the berries.
hang on to the dog.
Hang on, Freckle.
Yeah, lucky you hopped out the back.
Yeah, fuck that. There was no way I was standing in the back for that. How'd you go?
Easy piece of piss.
All good? Didn't spill your beer?
No.
Oh, good job. And there's another one of those National Horse Trail signs there on the tree. Yeah,
The dog should be going that way, I'd say.
yeah.
Should be going that way.
Rightio, off adventuring again on Dora. So today we are going to look for some old stone. I suppose the best way you could describe it would be retaining walls.
It's a stone roadway. They've used it to, on the edge of the hills or mountains, to
Hold the road
hold the road in place.
so it doesn't get washed out.
Yeah.
And they've been there for, we don't really know how long, but it's over 100 years they've been there. We know that much. But
Well, it's, yeah, Cobb Co.
Cobb Co times.
track, so yeah.
So we're going to go, they have found them before, so we're just going to go re-find them because it's been a little while.
Yep.
It should be good. But we're all feeling much more sprightly today. Behaved ourselves last night and put ourselves to bed early so we could get a good day in today to have a look around. So it should be exciting. We've got our car and we'll go as far as we can. We're not sure what the track's like, so if it starts to close in and it gets a bit wild, we don't really want to scratch up our car, so we'll just park it up and jump in the back of the ute with Chris and B for the rest of the way. But they reckon it's pretty open like this. It doesn't close in too much like it did yesterday.
Just a few
But yeah, a few little...
rocks and do a bit of rock hopping and a couple of climbs, so yeah, bit of forward driving adventuring.
should be good. We'll take yous along.
A quick rundown along the Great Dividing Range in Queensland, which is where we were today. And it's amazing the number of pioneer arterial routes there are, not including many stock routes. I got to know many of them during the years of planning for the Great National Trail for horse riders. The bump road up from Port Douglas to the Hodgkinson Field and later branching to Mareeba and the Georgetown Coach Road, John Moffat Stannery Hills to Irvine Bank Railway Line and the Valley of Lagoons to Ravenswood, joining the Charter Towers Wagon Road across the Burdekin River to the Port of Bowen. It goes on a bit about it. I shall endeavour now to take you with me one day on a trip alongside the old bump road to Thornborough, which was done with a mate Fernley and a representative from the Queensland Government Mapping and Survey. We had saddle horses and a pack horse, just a good size for poking about. We had ridden up onto the knob adjacent to and on the northern side of Dora Creek to get a real good look at the Mitchell River catchment basin and beyond, which is where we were today looking back. Away to the east on the horizon is where the bump road comes over the top from Port Douglas into Mowbray Creek. This is where the rock in the creek beds still shows ruts ground out by the iron wheels of the coaches and wagons which passed that way on their journey to and from the Hodgkinson goldfield and further out 100 years ago. or probably longer. It took a team of 36 horses to get a wagon load of 4 tonnes up the Douglas incline. In October 1877, 13 wagons left Port Douglas carrying over 100 tonnes of stores and pulled by tired bullocks, wheels turning ever so slowly, made it to Thornborough 18 days later. This route up from Port Douglas was charted by a remarkable bushman called Christy Palmerston. He was reportedly a fierce-eyed man and was always well decked out in red flannel shirt and moleskin trousers, top boots and well armed. He somehow survived the rigours of his nomadic lifestyle and managed to establish major arterial routes that became the lifeline between the west and the Queensland coast. The bump road superseded the original pack track to Trinity Inlet, which then became Cairns. This side of Mount Mulligan itself an old this side of Mount Malloy itself an old mining town on the Fonthill Station Road, it's Fonthill over there, just a little way east of Dora Creek is the local cemetery. It's the burial place of James Venture Mulligan, the North's greatest prospector. He discovered Palmer River and the Hodgkinson goldfields. His gold discovery alone yielded just under 4 million ounces. Holy shit. Find some of that around here.
Be nice.
Humbly, he became the first postmaster at Thornborough on £50 a year. Away to the north is the great pedestal rock that gives Fonthill Station its name. The headwaters of the Mitchell pass below to the east and are contributed to by Dora Creek when she flows. It's up in this Dora Creek that we will proceed onto the original stone-pitched wagon road. This section was perhaps the greatest test of endurance for the teamsters and a main part of our journey for the day. The narrow, insignificant creek bed is quite a placid place in the daytime, adjoining useful flats for grazing animals. Imagine he's talking about here. How the pioneers managed to get this far inland in the wet is beyond me, too. Some stayed here. There are a few mango trees and old galvanised water tanks. There are even a few graves away back out on the flat near a dry, sandy creek bed.
There you go.
As we move further upwards, it becomes very hot in the valley, which doesn't seem to catch any breeze at all. Due to being cradled under the massive blunt end of Granite Range to the south. We pulled up for dinner camp, unsaddled the horses and took the pack off the pack horse. It was great to just have a spell under the river oaks in the heat of the day. The rocks in the dry creek bed were radiating heat and the ground was hot even in the shade. The air was uncomfortable, hot to breathe. Fernley took a sacking roll from the pack bag with flourish and unfolded onto a carpet of sheer oak needles where we sat, displaying the beef for dinner. Taking his stock knife from his belt, he gave the blade a couple of strokes across the leg of his trouser before laying it alongside the meat. Nice bit of corn brisket, Brian. I thought you'd enjoy that. Bringing back old memories, help yourself. I could tell at a glance by the colour of it he had cured it himself with coarse salt and quick cure it. Great, mate. Some of your own. What do you reckon, said Fernley. What about tea, said the government man. No tea, said Fernley. We never pack water through here. We should come onto water tonight on the East Hodgkinson if we're lucky. And that's what
Easy peasy. Here comes a big girl. This is what they're made for, I suppose. I always get a bit nervous because it's our car we've worked our butts off getting, so. No worries at all. Good job, Dal.
Too easy.
So I always get a bit nervous because it's our lovely car, but this is what they're made for, hey?
Absolutely.
That's been good. We'll keep trucking. So we've just jumped out of the car again to come down to have a look at this next wall. I think this is one that Bea and Chris have found previously. The last one we were at, they had never found that one before, so that was pretty cool to be a part of that. Yeah, so I had a bit of a crazy climb. You can see we're a little bit higher now. Oh, the Great Dividing Range in the background. Burn it off for us and everything. Yep, got me good hiking boots on.
It's all well put together, this one.
Go ass up in a minute. Oh yeah, look at.
So you think doing this back in like what, 150 years ago?
Yeah.
No laser levels, no machinery, just carting the rocks in, probably dragging them in with bullocks and shit.
Yep.
Putting them in place by hand.
You wouldn't catch
Shoveling
many of the
it
young ones
backfill
doing
with
that
a
these
shovel.
days.
No, copying the digger. It's,
Sorry, aircon's broken.
Yeah. And 150 plus years later, here she is, still here. That's unreal. And just coming through some of that country just now, imagine doing that with horses and
Going down.
carts and
well, they'd have to go
Load
down
it
backwards
up.
in some of that stuff, wouldn't they?
I reckon.
Lowering the buggies backwards.
that's
Even look
nuts.
at these little trees behind you, man. They're all-
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Oh, it's very pretty.
Next thing, Daniel will be back.
I'll take some photos of this one. So I've come along to the second wall. Look at this, 150 plus years old, this wall. They used to bring all the Cobb Co coaches along this way. Yeah, built these walls to keep the roads together in after the wet, would have washed it all out. So it's just amazing to think what they went through to build these, like no machinery, nothing, just sweat, blood and tears. And it's still here, and they're estimated to be 150 plus years old, so that is pretty cool to see them.
So was it reclaimed by the...
Come to a bit of a tight bit in the track. I might have to knock one of these trees down, we'll just see. Yeah, I know, I've got one bar up here. Oh no, I got, yeah. I had one bar 4G before. Hopefully we can totter through these couple of trees here without giving Chuck a new paint job. Jesus. I just want to climb up on top of that mountain and have a look. There'd be some caves up there. I reckon there'd be some really cool stuff up there. Some stories in them there hills. Ooh.
Coming up on another wall there. It's going to pull up here.
There you go. Yeah. interesting path down here. Like little steps. Oh, look at that. We've probably never seen them this well either because we've always just had the liver slip this season.
Yeah.
So. Oh, that one's pretty impressive, isn't it? Look at all, even the little rocks they've jammed in all those gaps just to make sure. They haven't half done it. Rightio, we found another one, and this one really shows you what they were like. And the National Park's just been through and burnt all this. As you can see, all the green picks starting to come back through. But yeah, this one is pretty impressive, nice and high, very neat. Oh, so cool. Just to be right near such an awesome piece of history that not many people even know about.
So what's this, the fourth wall?
I don't think there's really any arches.
But
No.
It all sort of goes up level first.
this one is extremely well made.
Probably the best condition one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
Yeah, and there's the road up on top.
Something you'd see in Scotland.
Come down the bottom here.
I keep finding all these shiny flakes of rock. I don't think it's
Yeah, I was trying to like see the.
Yeah,
I'll make sure that stones on the road with the
very impressive.
marks on it. I'd like to find some more.
I'm glad it wasn't my job back in the day to bring the buggy through, that's for sure. It's a little bit more comfortable in the 200 series.
We did bring
Someone had to do it, I suppose, didn't they?
sit around here and make a proper old school Billy T.
Yeah.
Bit of damper.
Yeah, should have camp oven up, lit a fire.
Well, that was a really fun morning, adventuring around Dora Creek Station. We found 4 of those rock walls all up. One which Chris and B hadn't ever found before, which was pretty cool to be a part of that. And 2 of them were in really, really good condition on the National Park, and the National Parks had actually burnt all the grass around it so you could really see it. So that was really cool to see. And yeah, we wouldn't be able to see these sorts of things if we didn't make awesome friends like this. So we met Chris and B back in 2019 at the Big Red Bash MDC paddock. We made a lot of really good friends there, and yeah, just very thankful to them to let us come out here and explore their neck of the woods.
Yeah.
So we're leading the way home now because we just had to do a bit of a funny turn back on that last bridge to turn around because there's not much room on these tracks. So we'll go home and cook up some lunch, and yeah, it's just amazing to be out here and just think about what it was like back in those days.
Oh yeah.
Just so cool to be here because we're one of the lucky ones, I think. Yeah, should be right going home because we know the track now.
Try them a little bit different. Use some of that stuff that I'll make go.
Well, that's a wrap. Bit sad this morning. Pack up day, home time, back to reality.
Yeah, one more big
camp.
day drive today as far as we get, and then home tomorrow.
The plan is somewhere south of Townsville for us tonight, and then yeah, home the next day to see if our house is still standing after our boys have been there holding the fort down for a couple of weeks. So yeah, no, I've had a really, really good time out here. It's been so nice to finally come and have a look. As Chris and B have told us all about their place now since 2019. We've been hearing about stories of dusty old Dora, so it was really good to be able to get out here and have a look around. So yeah, big thank you to them for letting us in on that.
Yeah, good fun yesterday, going adventuring, trying to find them stone hedges. In the
Keep
walls.
going, I just got to pull up. I think the dog needs to shit. Farting real bad.
Oh, freckle fart. Oh. Oh, funny as. Anyway, that's it from us. And yeah, we'll show you our little camp tonight wherever we get to, and do a bit more of a debrief on our travel home once we get out onto the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've had an awesome time here, so yeah. Talk soon.
Hey guys, we're just about home from our Cape York adventures. So just shy of 4,000 k's from Mackay up to the tip of Australia and back via our friend's property out at Dora Creek Station. So while we're away, we met up with Mandy's aunt and uncle. They tagged along with us, and Melissa, who we'd only met a few weeks ago at the MDC paddock at Birdsville, wanted to do Cape York as well, so she tagged along with us as well, and we had a bit of a journey. We shot up to Laura. We all met at Laura, and then made our way through Litchfield National Park and out to, not Litchfield, Lakeland National Park, then out to Cohen, and then yeah, followed the PDR up to Fruitbat Falls, then on to Elliot Falls, then made our way to Punson Bay. We stayed at Punson Bay for 5 nights as we toured around Cape York, did the tip, jumped up in a chopper, did a bit of fishing, did a bit of sightseeing, went over to Thursday Island and Roko Island, and yeah, made our way home. It was an awesome adventure.
Yeah, it was a treat to go up in the chopper. We did a 2-island tour, and we also did a fishing charter while we were up there. So it was pretty cool to say that we walked to the tip, we flew over the tip, and we also fished the tip. So that was pretty exciting.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll put together a few videos which you'll be able to see what we got up to, and hopefully get up there one day and inspire you to do it yourselves.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.